At the time of the recording of this video, UFC 260 has just aired and it did not disappoint. There were so many great fights, so many great finishes, so we're gonna get into those highlights right now. What's chill, world? Welcome back to another episode of Rucker the GOAT, a channel where we cover everything combat sports. I'm your host, Kira, aka Rucker the GOAT. And if you're new to the channel, if you find this video helpful in any way, please consider subscribing and clicking that post notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new content becomes available. Let's start off with the main event of the evening in the heavyweight division, the biggest rematch in UFC history. Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou 2. This was the banger of the night. It was amazing. Everybody thought that Stipe was going to outwork Francis Ngannou like he did in the first match. For those of you who don't know what happened in the first match, Francis Ngannou was throwing haymakers, he just never hit the mark. Stipe Miocic was able to dodge all of those hits, and in the end, won by unanimous decision. But in the second round, Francis Ngannou had a very disciplined, very mature approach to the fight. In round number 2, he knocks out Stipe Miocic. He didn't get reckless when he dropped him the first time. He stayed composed and he got the finish. Congrats to Francis Ngannou for being the best heavyweight that the UFC has ever seen in Stipe Miocic, and now becoming the new heavyweight champion in the heavyweight division. The UFC now has 3 champions in 3 different divisions that are of African descent. They are Francis Ngannou, Israel Adesanya, and Kamaru Usman. Still want to give a huge shout out to Stipe Miocic. You are a class act champion. You'll be back better than ever. But for now, we're going to have to give Francis Ngannou his time to shine. Up next, we're going to have Tyron Woodley versus Vicente Luque. This was an amazing fight. Both fighters came to fight. Tyron Woodley wasn't looking sluggish, but in the end, Vicente Luque walks away with the submission victory via Darce choke in the very first round. Congrats to Vicente Luque for receiving one of the bonuses for performance of the night, along with Francis Ngannou. Tyron Woodley, we have the utmost respect for you and everything that you did in the middleweight division, being that you were the former champion who defended 5 times. However, at the age of 39 and being on a 4-fight skid, the MMA community strongly suggests that you either try a different weight class or consider retiring. And up next in the bantamweight division, we have the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley versus the dangerous Thomas Almeida. Sean O'Malley is back. He's back to sparking people. He's back with the walk-off victories. It was crazy. Sean O'Malley thought he had the walk-off victory. It wasn't finished. And what does he do? He ends up knocking him out in the 3rd round via knockout victory. He did it twice. The first time he knocked down Thomas Almeida, it looked like he was out, but for somehow he didn't get knocked out. And 2 rounds later in the 3rd round, he ends up putting him to sleep. Sean O'Malley is a force to be reckoned with. His striking is one of the best in the UFC, and he is such a dangerous and exciting prospect to watch. I have no doubt in my mind that Sean O'Malley, the Sugar Show, will be one of the top prospects in the bantamweight division in the future. Mark my words. Huge respect goes out to Thomas Almeida, but if we're being honest, Sean O'Malley put on a masterclass with the finish and truly deserves to receive tougher opposition. Up next, we have Jamie Mullarkey versus Khama Worthy. This fight did not go exactly as I thought it was going to go. Both fighters have both victories via KO and submission, but I thought that James Worthy was going to go away with the victory. It did not go any way like that. Jamie Mullarkey put Khama Worthy to sleep. It was crazy. It was in the 1st round. 46 seconds were remaining on the clock and he put James Worthy to sleep. James Worthy was pushing off the ref. He did not want assistance, but he looked compromised. He looked defeated. All respects to James Worthy. I know you'll be back. I know you'll be stronger than ever. But Jamie Mullarkey was the better man tonight. And last but most certainly not least, Miranda Maverick defeated Gillian Robertson via unanimous decision. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more content like this in the future, please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm your host, Kira, aka Rucker the GOAT. And when life comes at you hard, always remember to roll with the punches. Thanks for watching.